Thank you for tuning in to Talkwad.com, the world's fastest growing internet radio network. Please check out all the other great shows on www.talkwad.com.
Talk Slam Radio presents The First Degree Burn with Preston Kane and Deacon Starr.
I don't know how to put this. Kind of a big deal.
Just a couple of kids who like to fuck trying to make it honest. I get it.
I rode into town on an ass. Yo mama's ass.
Filthy girl, aren't you? You want it bad. You don't care who you get it from because you have no self-respect, and that gets you off, doesn't it?
I gotta go get drunk and beat up some midgets.
All right, guys, welcome to the First Degree Burn. I am one of your hosts, Deacon Starr.
And I am the other. I'm Preston Kane.
How's everybody doing? Hope everybody has had a great and luxurious week. We're going to get into all sorts of stuff today. We're going to go into the Valentine's Day recap. Please feel free to call it area code 727-597-4022. We are also going to get into a little later why my I Love Black People shirt is so offensive. And we're also going to try to figure out why I can't seem to get a logistic good date.
Well, I got a whole bunch of ideas on pretty much every single one of these. I can pretty much answer all of them. And if you people at home feel exactly like I do, please call in. Because me and my buddy over here, Jay, we love it when, things come crashing down on my boy over here.
Yeah, stalling people out.
No, I'm just saying. So first thing we want to do here is we want to give you guys a chance to, we want to talk about our Valentine's Day. What happened, like what happened with us. I know what happened with me. I spent a lot of money, and it was well worth it.
Yeah, and
said.
While Preston's spending a lot of money, I was that 10% of people who didn't get a card, didn't get anything, just got a, hey, how's it going?
Oh, well, if it wouldn't have been creepy, I would have wished you a happy Valentine's Day.
I'm sorry, but that would have been creepy. I don't want another guy calling me up saying, hey, happy Valentine's Day. It's good to see you.
I'm going to call you late night with my Barry White voice.
Wow, that's not weird at all.
Hey, Deacon.
Jay, we got Jay Walton in the house from a new charity called the End World Bullying. Jay, how the hell was your Valentine's Day? You're married, you've got kids, and plural kids, so you've gotten it on at least a handful of times.
Jay has never seen a condom. It was all right. What'd you do? What'd you get into, man? Yeah, well, not literally, but what did you do? What'd you do for Valentine's?
Really just spent it with my wife and my youngest, my daughter, my other kids, they're, Zach's already out.
Yeah.
Nick's in the Navy still.
He
He came over to the Christmas.
Gotcha.
But Valentine's, we just chilled out. We didn't really do much.
Yeah, I mean, for everybody who's watching the show, you might be looking at Jay like, oh, he's got a kid in the Navy. Yeah, black don't crack, and apparently Filipino doesn't either. I mean, this guy, dude, I could tell he's 80. All right, he's 80 and he looks better than me. All right, this guy just he's remarkable. You go to his house, he's got the gym. He eats right. He lives right. He drinks.
I try to eat right.
Well, he lives right. He drinks right. I mean,
oh yeah, that I do.
I just can't explain it. Like I go over to his house sometimes and I leave on the ride home. I'm like, God, I gotta change my shit. I gotta do something different.
We all go over there and we just raid the man's refrigerator because we know he's got some good stuff. He's got the turkey, the roast beef,
his
the good.
Wife.
Yeah, but you guys haven't been over in a long time, man.
I know.
I've got the bar room now.
Oh,
completely hooked up now.
All right.
Does it come completely equipped with bitches?
Well, being married, that's a different story.
No bitches.
No.
We don't even watch them on TV.
Tell your wife, come on. It's
my wife.
I know.
Yeah,
I love your wife.
So there ain't no telling her.
I got the good girl.
Yeah, there ain't no.
What you don't have.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I mean, I'm not trying to cut up on you, but you need somebody like that.
Yeah,
that's stiff.
That's what you need.
I got to be honest. I too have joined the other side and got a good girl. I'm in the house. I'm chilling with the kids. I'm spending time, and you know what? It's not a bad thing. I wouldn't change it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I love it.
Well, don't I just feel like more uncomfortable than a whore at church?
Maybe you need to go to church.
Boom. All right, well, getting along. Jay, we want you to get into your foundation and what's going on with it. Who started it? Why did you start it? And tell us all everything about it.
Well, actually, it's not my foundation. It's my 13-year-old son, Jeremy, which you guys know.
That's right.
Which you guys probably wouldn't believe him now because he towers over all of you guys.
Well, I'm like
he's tall now.
I'm 5'4", so I knew it was coming eventually.
Yep. Me too.
Crazy.
But no, he's 13, almost 14. We did a charity back in December.
Yeah.
And we raised money for the Victims Assistance Fund. The Largo Police Department, we helped them out. They're the ones with the Victims Assistance Fund.
Yeah.
And my son went through, major bullying most of his life. And, as parents, you figured, these kids that come home and they talk about their day and they say they've been, they got some friends, but, they're joking around, stuff like that. Well, over time, it got worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
Every year, he got worse. As soon as he hit middle school, which just statistically, middle school is the hardest.
Yeah.
Out of any of the grade schools. Well, Jeremy, the last straw with him was he had like eight kids, and they bullied him so bad in the bathroom. The school system has a lot of issues right now with it, and it's been going on for years. And if we can make a difference in some small way, eventually it'll subside. What we're more concerned about is these kids nowadays that are committing suicide over this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more and more and more. Now, my son really is come a long way. He got counseling for his help that he needed, because emotionally he was, the emotional scars are worse than the physical scars.
Yeah.
Everybody says that the physical scars can heal up, go away, but the emotional part, behind closed doors, when you see your kid affected, my son has always been, and it's not because he is my son. He is one of the most giving and caring kids out there.
Yeah.
And
I've personally met him. I mean, not to interrupt you, but I've personally met him. I can honestly say I'm no relation to him. And he's, like I said it on the show last week when you called in, he's a great kid.
Exactly. And he told me to tell you guys he's sorry he couldn't be here, but he's trying to be responsible, even though
it's school night.
It's a school night, but you guys know he gets homeschooled.
Yeah.
Even though he's at home, he still goes to bed at a certain time.
That's right.
Sometimes we'll give him some free time because he did good during the day.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes you'll find him on Facebook later on.
Well, like I said, we're going to be here for a while. So, I mean, even if we have to wait till the summer.
But he apologizes. He would have loved to have come out, but, he's very dedicated. Awesome. He's just such a giving kid that he just felt the need that he needed to help in some small way.
Yeah.
So basically we came up with EWB and World Bullying. Our friend Dan McGuire, he started up the page for us, and Jeremy took it over. And once in a while I get on it and my wife will get on it. But basically we're trying to reach the world, and that's hence End World Bullying.
Yeah.
Now we've recently just been, keeping an eye on what the activity, and we're reaching Nicaragua.
Wow.
South Africa, Taiwan.
Yeah, he told me that outside of my Nicaragua.
Yeah. Taiwan, the Philippines, my home, and Canada, and hopefully more and more.
My home.
That, you see, now this is what pisses me off, okay? That because of the whole bullying thing and shit like that, what the hell ever happened to just whooping somebody's ass?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I come from the old school.
Yeah, I've been to your house. I've seen your gym. If anybody called you,
you haven't seen it lately.
I completely understand that. But it's like, what the hell ever happened to, oh, you gonna call me a name? Well, then we got to go have, 5 minutes out in the yard, kid.
Yeah.
Well, it shows you how much. It shows you how much I've grown up too, because, when I was growing up, it was an eye for an eye. If a kid's picking on you, you got the older adults that tell you, toughen up, and stick up for yourself,
Yeah.
Beat them down before they beat you down.
Well, I might want to go on a limb here, but I don't want to drop any names here, but Deacon, aren't you sort of a big deal at that one place that you wrestle at, FPW?
Why the hell are you gonna bring that up?
Okay, we both know.
No.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Between
I'm no longer a big deal at that part.
All right, just stop trying to just cut. Stop trying to send personal messages here. All right, you're a big deal over there, so I'm sort of a big deal. What we're gonna do is, and I'm gonna say it right here live on the air, so we're just pretty much bullying everybody, joking. but what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring. I'm gonna try to get you on the in the near future on the FPW show, maybe on an intermission. Maybe him, his son. I mean, cause those shows are at 1:00. Saturdays. He can make those.
Oh yeah. Well,
and you.
That's my old home.
Yeah, and I was going to say, you know your way around that place. You know what I mean?
You're still owed a beating.
Ah.
You know that.
Business is business, though.
Right.
First thing is first,
Well, at least you didn't. At least you didn't do it. At least I got sucker punched by somebody else. That's another story.
But I figure we get you, your son. Maybe you guys come. Maybe get on the mic, talk about it. Let that crowd know, because that crowd has a lot of children, a lot of young people.
I'm not a big deal there anymore because of the shirts I choose to wear.
We're still on that.
Oh.
Hi, Brian. I don't take part in any of his antics. All right, but listen, I figure we should have you on there. Maybe you could spread awareness that way, and that way we could do our part, a little bit by bringing it to the forefront a little more.
That's a very good idea.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Certainly.
Because the charity we had in December, we had brother Johnny G from the MCW crew.
Yeah.
He reached out to me, and the MCW crew came out, Demo, Huggy, and at the time Kid Quick.
I remember Demo, like, before he even got into that stuff, man.
Oh, I'm telling you, Demo's a good guy, man.
Well, I'm thinking too, not to ride the coattails or anything. But next event you have, why don't you let me and the big guy, the media